Hello my beautiful star seeds, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Ocean Jasper. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and today we're gonna find out why is your person not in touch with you, what is going on in their mind, and do they have the intention to come and reach out. Also, we're gonna see an advice for yourself to endure the situation, which is certainly not pleasant. Before we get into the choice, I want to thank you all so much for your incredible and sweet support. You cannot imagine how happy every single comment of yours make me feel. It's the first thing that I check in the morning, literally. So thank you all for as well donation or for sending some cards towards me, for sending beautiful messages, for subscribing and staying loyal to the channel. I am truly grateful to you all. So also don't hesitate to contact me if you ever desire a private reading with me. I will be super pleased to do so. So let's get into the pile choice. We have pile number 1. There is the Mystic Fairy Tarot with the golden leaf. Then we have in pile number 2 the Citrine Heart with the Impressionist Tarot. And in pile number 3, we have the Amethyst with the Spirit Song Tarot. You can find the timestamps in the info box below, and once you choose your pile, you can click on the timestamps and it will bring you directly to the beginning of your reading. Don't overthink your choice because you're truly guided from spirits to pick the right one for you, so there's no need to worry about that. Just follow your intuition, your gut feelings. Even if they tells you that you need to listen to more than a pile, that's absolutely fine as well. So you can pause the video here if you like, or you can go impulsively. There's absolutely no right or wrong answer about that. If you feel confused, you can use different methods. You can use a pendulum, for example. You can focus on the numbers of the timestamps and see if you resonate with some numbers more than others and things like that. Or you can even think of a sign. Have you seen a beautiful leaf that has caught your attention today, or a drawing of a heart, and so you make your decision based on that, or simply even just based on the aesthetic, whichever of these cards you like the most. Bear in mind that you will find the name and the Amazon affiliate link of each one of these decks and all of the other oracle decks that I'm going to use today in the info box below. So I receive a tiny little portion from Amazon, a tiny little commission if you buy a deck from those links, but there's absolutely no extra cost from you. Also, feel free to click on the donate button down below or to check my Amazon wishlist if you feel generous, but there's absolutely no obligation whatsoever. These readings are free, and so they're coming to you with no expectation of anything coming in return. Okay, and last thing, if you enjoy these readings, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, because it truly makes a huge difference to support this channel. Okay, so that's everything for now. I can't wait to see you at the beginning of your reading. Hello my dear, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the golden leaf with the Mystic Fairy Tarot in pile number 1, I'm going to keep the golden leaf on the side as a reference throughout the whole reading, and I'm going to shuffle the cards in camera for today. You're going to find the name of this tarot card in the info box below. You can buy it there if you like it for yourself. So today is going to be very interesting. The reading is going to be rich of information. Indeed, we're gonna answer to 3 questions. The first one is, what is going on your person's mind? What are they feeling right now? Why are they not in touch with you? Then secondly, we're gonna see what are their intentions for the future. Are they going to reach out? We'll see if we find any information about that. What are their intentions with you in the near future? And thirdly, we're gonna see an advice for yourself to endure the situation, because I know that if you feel that your person is not in touch with you, if you feel that they've been abandoning you or neglecting you or blocking you on purpose, you know, you might feel pretty down. So As well, it's very easy to obsess over these situations and to completely neglect your life. So I want to give you some advices from spirits. So let's start with the first chapter of this reading. You're going to find that some of the cards will pop out in reverse. Nothing to be worried about. They simply help the reading to be more specific and authentic and enriched with interpretation. We have Knave of Wands, King of Wands upright, the Star upright, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Probably I can even fit another card. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. We really needed that card to come out because it definitely changes everything. Now we're gonna get the Oracle cards as well. At least some of them. We have a look at the bigger picture. Then we have balance, spirituality and practicality with the full moon in Pisces. And work through your fears with the new moon in Scorpio. We're gonna check the other ones in a minute. So what I'm seeing here with these Page of Wands and the King of Wands and the Star, these are all pretty positive cards actually. So I can see that this person, it is feeling quite passionate about you, and it is working on their own self-confidence, passing from the Page of Wands to the King of Wands. So possibly your person at times feel like they are on top of the world and they feel really proud of themselves for having this connection with you, or in general about their life. They feel like they can be proud of their work, proud of their personality, and other times instead they feel really mature, they feel a student in life, they feel like they still have to learn so much about themselves, or about romance in general, or about sex even, because the ones talks as well about the physical connection and the passion. The ones are often drawn as a phallic symbol, so it is an aspect that we shouldn't neglect as well. So it could be that your person at times feel extremely confident in that field, and at other times they feel extremely insecure. And they see you, look at you in the middle of the reading, they see you as everything that they have always wished to get, okay? They have a really strong inclination towards you. They find you magical in general. They can only see beautiful things about you, and they are extremely drawn from you, not just physically but also emotionally. And so they might feel nervous at times because they're wondering if they are outside of your league, out of your league. They're wondering if they will be able to prove day by day that they are the right partner, or the right potential partner for you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords is like your person could be scared that one day you're gonna turn your back, that you're not going to be as nice and generous and kind towards them, that you're going to be disappointed at them, and that you're gonna break their heart in a million pieces, being really harsh with them, or simply closing this connection because it doesn't serve you anymore. So this could be their fear, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords, or it could be something that they are experiencing inside of them, even if it doesn't have to be necessarily true. Maybe you have not rejected them whatsoever, but maybe they feel like that within themselves. Because of those insecurities, they might read between the lines too much. They might misread your messages. They might not understand your intention fully. So if they have received, for example, box full of biscuits every time that you meet, and that one time that you're not bringing the biscuits, they feel like, oh, maybe she or he is not into me anymore, something is broken, maybe I disappointed her. So they might read a lot into your signs, into your gestures, and become very dramatic then, thinking that everything is over. Okay, so you will be the only one knowing your stories and telling me if this is only part of their fears or if it's something that potentially happened because there was a little distance between the two of you. We have look at the bigger picture, balance spirituality and practicality, and work through your fears. We were just talking about fears. I didn't even realize that that was there. New moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is a very emotional sign, and it can be very sensitive. It can be very deep. The thing about Scorpio though is that they don't show much what they're feeling until they burst and they sting you because they just felt too much and they cannot handle those deep emotions anymore. But it's beautiful that it is a new moon. It means that this person is actually proactive and want to spend time on their own to face those fears, because if they keep seeing you at the same frequency as before with all of those fears coming up to surface, they could easily ruin the connection, transforming those fears into reality, because that's what we do. We have the power to manifest our reality, and if we do focus on negative things, that's what we're going to attract. And I feel that your person is spiritually aware. Okay, so your person is trying to see at the bigger picture, in the sense that they are creating this small little distance in the present because they're trying to care for the future. They're trying to take care of this connection in the long term, in the long run. So they're saying this is a small little disadvantage for now, and it's going to bring a huge benefit in the future, because if I do take this time to work on my fears, I'll come back refreshed, I'll act differently with a lot more confidence, and my person is not going to run away from me. Of course, it would be nice if people would be honest entirely and tell you these things, but if they are very proud of themselves, which could be as well with this King of Wands, they might have a really hard time telling you exactly what's going on with them. They would feel like a failure if they would be telling you, I need some time because I'm feeling a little insecure right now. For some people, especially if they have a lot of masculine energy within them, it could be a huge challenge to admit something like that, so they'd rather withdraw temporarily. So let's have a look at other oracle cards here. We have Ancient Wisdom, Retreat, and burden. So they are feeling incredibly burdened about these fears and insecurities, and they're trying to retreat from the world and retreat from this connection to gain an insight about what can they do to feel better, where those insecurities are coming from, what wounds can they heal, what version of themselves they want to bring up to you, how can they improve, and how can they work on their self-confidence. Then we also have let go, enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. So they want to let go of this negativity, of these insecurities. Present, journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. So they really want to be present within their feelings, within themselves. And as I said before, they want to take care of this present. They want to focus on what they can do now in order to take care of the future. Then we have a few letters as well. One, it says, I've had so many crushes in my past, but for each one of them, after some time, I ask myself, what on earth did I see in them? Unfortunately, no matter how many years has passed, I've never asked that about you. So you represent a huge crush for them, and possibly they've had this crush in a long time, and whether they've told you or not, you are constantly in their mind since a long time, and they cannot they cannot stop thinking about you. I try to appear strong, happy, and confident. I think people wouldn't love me otherwise. Truth is, more often than not, I drown in my fears and insecurities, and that's exactly what blocks me from coming forward to you. I did not see these messages whatsoever, and before, when I randomly picked them from the deck, and it's just so surprising how aligned all of these messages are. I shouldn't even get surprised anymore because I do this since years, but every time it just hit me deeply. When I daydream about us meeting, I have a million things to share with you. But when we actually meet, I somehow get frozen and I forget everything I wanted to say. So again, this is another message of feeling completely astonished by your beauty and frozen because they are afraid not to give you a good impression of themselves. And let me see if I have something else. Yep. There's some Romance Angel cards as well. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Another retreat card. Unbelievable. Then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So they probably know that these insecurities are coming from their childhood, and they know that that's the source that they are trying to tap into so that they can be their best version of themselves. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. Again, I think that this doesn't talk about current children. I think it's more about healing their childhood, because that's where their insecurities started, and that's why they're lacking of self-confidence. First quarter moon in Taurus, release, control. So probably they feel like they are controlling themselves too much when they see you. They're not their natural self. They are completely controlled by their fears and insecurities. So everything that they say is very measured, and it doesn't come from their actual self but from their masks to protect their ego. So I feel that this person is really just taking a retreat to come back to their best version of themselves, to heal themselves, and to find that confidence, because they don't want to mess this up. So in their head, it's much better to stay slightly distant from you right now, rather than stay there constantly, be present with you, with a version of themselves that they are not proud of, and therefore threatening the connection. So if you don't mind, we are going to move forward now with their intentions. So let's get the tarot again, and then I have a few more oracle cards about this question. So what is your person intentions for the near future with you, please and thank you, dear spirits? What is pile number one's person intentions for the near future? To see if they will reach out. Ooh, a card just fell. What is it? The Queen of Wands. Beautiful. So let me get more. Their intention for the future. We have the Queen of Swords. Good. We have the Justice. I like this. And the Hermit. So I definitely see that for sometimes they want to be in their hermit mode, as we saw before. They really want to go into that retreat where they need time for themselves and they need to find that light within themselves. I like that there's so many mushrooms here. Who knows, possibly they want to heal themselves with mushrooms as well and do some psychedelic journey so that they can tap into that ancient wisdom as we've seen before. Maybe they want to do some ayahuasca or one of those special spiritual retreat. So that could be actually the reason why they're not in touch with you, because in those retreats they're not even allowed to have a phone. They have to keep it turned off. So before I was thinking an emotional retreat, a personal retreat, as in they just wanted to not be dealing with life, but it could actually be in a physical proper retreat that they paid for in order to tap into that ancient wisdom, as I said, and heal that childhood, and feeling finally proud of themselves, because they definitely are suffering from these blockages. Because it is frustrating when you have the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams in front of you, and you have this huge fear that you're going to mess it up because you don't have that confidence, because you don't believe in yourself enough, and it is really scary. So that's really good that your person has decided to work on themselves. And then I see that there is justice, so they want to make it right to you, they want to make amends. So I feel that they will finally show everything on the table at some point. With this Queen of Swords, there is a lot of communication, there's a lot of clarity is going to come out. So this person definitely has the intention to have a clear conversation with you, a honest conversation. But I feel the first they need to do this retreat, of course, and then they come back rushing towards you with so much passion and so much happiness and so much energy and so much enthusiasm. Um, so that's really positive. Let's have a look at the other oracle cards that we have. Oh my goodness. Sorry, just a hair. We were just talking about having a clear communication. There is heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that's what they want to do very soon, as soon as this retreat ends. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So they want to trust in this connection, and they hope that you're trusting them to return as well. But they want to build this sense of trust between the two of you. So they want you to be able to dig deeper within themselves, rather than just showing their surface and showing only the side that they are proud of. They want to show their whole thing, their whole package, their whole personality. Then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, that's interesting and unexpected. So possibly it also means that they want you in the near future to trust you, or to trust them with their financial decisions, or they want to trust you with their money. Maybe they're going to ask you, can you please take care of can we please join bank accounts, or can you take care of this aspect of our home, the finances, can you please take care of that, because I'm not able at the moment. Finances and career, it could be as well that after the retreat they will spend so much money into it that they will come back, they will have a little problem financially, and they'll have to work their asses off, if you don't mind being rude, and to gain back the money. It could be as well that those insecurities are coming because of their financial situation. Maybe they have some unreliable job, or some artistic job that they cannot rely on a single daily basis, and therefore they really want you to trust them. They need you to feel that you trust them, that you're proud of them, even though they might have a non-traditional type of job, they might have an unconventional type of job, and so they really want to speak to you face to face. So that will help as well to feel like they can trust you more if they open up with that insecurity. Then we have movement into balance. So I definitely believe that this situation is going to find their harmony. Same with the justice. The justice always bring balance and ascension and divine timing. So this person believes that you'll be in touch again in divine timing, and that without controlling, because we had that card about letting go and the card about not being in control, not wanting to have everything under control. So they believe that eventually, without forcing things, the connection will move towards balance and will ascend to the next level without obsessing about it, and just trusting universe and the divine timing. Then we have so many more cards. A win-win outcome is Focus, full moon in Libra. So again, the symbol of the scale, and we have it in the Justice as well, and then we have the card about balance here. So I definitely feel that for this person it's very important that you're going to be on the same level, that you can talk about each other, that you can fully show yourself with no fear. It's really important to them as well that there's no more that there's an equal give and take. They don't want to be the one that puts you on a pedestal and that think less about themselves. They want you both to have same amount of esteem for the other person. Oh look, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. We were just talking about that, how it is important for them to finally be real with you rather than showing only the sides that they are proud of, or showing their mask. So that's why they're going into this retreat, to get to know themselves. Then we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. The mutable moons are so perfect for these times, especially when you are slightly upset or obsessing as well over the present. If you feel a distance and then you find a mutable moon, it just means that everything can still change. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So that's why they want to do the retreat, to clear the mind. Take a reality check and let your fears dissolve. I cannot believe this. Again, we're talking about fears. So that's good. Take a reality check, because sometimes when we are feeding our fears, we actually see reality in a distorted way. We detach from reality and we think that the other person is judging ourselves, or that is upset, or that it will leave us. It's all a construction of our mind. In reality, nothing like that exists. Or things are much better than what they look on the outside, or what they look from the inside of their brain. And so it's really good that their intention is to stop listening to all of their voices, all of those insecurities, tap into reality, and actually having a conversation with you heart to heart. And if they're feeling insecure, they will be asking you, so do you not like my job? How do you feel about my job? How do you feel about that behavior or my attitude? So that they will actually have an honest feedback from you. They rather deal with a Queen of Swords that is super harsh and direct than dealing with their own mind, that it turns their thoughts into paranoias and it creates these monstrous ideas of the situation of the relationship. So they are going to be learning in this retreat that being honest and being truthful and being themselves is so much better than showing their mask and not showing any insecurities and having to deal with those monsters inside of them. And so yeah, it will help them clear in their mind. Absolutely. Last quarter moon in Gemini, and Gemini, it's all the sign about communication. So again, it's another sign that they will want this quick and fast and honest and clear communication with you. Gemini, super chatty sign. So now we all that we have left is some messages for you. So let me get actually some more tarot for you as an advice on how to deal with this situation. Then we check your oracle messages. Please, dear spirits, give me some advices for pile number 1, how to deal with this lack of communication and distance and no contact situation. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the Ace of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Okay. So I feel that spirits are telling you, you don't need to juggle everything just yet. You don't need to worry about too many things at the same time. Worry about your world. Don't worry about your person's world. Don't worry about fixing them. And with this Ace of Wands, it's all about focusing on your project, on your talents, on your hobbies, on whatever it is that is sparking that joy for life inside of you. Start something new that is making you busy. Okay, so don't try and do everything at once. You see, this person is trying to collect so many fruits, and then some of them are falling as well. This person is definitely juggling too much, so they're trying to say to you, try to clear your mind. Try not to overthink about the situation, and try not to feel responsible as well for the other person. 7 of Swords, I really want to have a look at this card because it's a new deck, and I want to see if there's any message that could come out apart from the traditional meaning. So there's a castle on the background. This person is collecting the dew drops from the flowers, from the roses, which definitely represent purity. There's drops everywhere, so it seems like it is morning. It seems like this person is collecting is collecting the dewdrops to wash your face in the morning. And yeah, it's very interesting. There is also a lot of swords. That's what I wasn't seeing. So this person is totally unraveled with thorns. Yeah, so it's beautiful because this person is not focusing on the cuts on her skin caused by the thorns, but this person is focusing on the purity of the roses. So it's accepting the rose with the stinginess of the rose. Okay, it is not looking at the bad side of the roses, but just at the beautiful pure side of it, which is beautiful. So this card specific in this deck, I feel that it talks about moving away from focusing only on the negative things. Okay, so I feel that spirits are saying to you to just focus on whatever makes you happy and makes you joyous, and not to focus so much on things that actually are hurting you. And the 7 of Swords in the traditional meaning speak as well about sneaking away at night from a situation that is not serving you anymore. So don't feel bad if you are not trying persistently to get in touch with this person. Don't worry about them thinking, oh, why are they not checking on me? Are they not worried that I'm not in touch with them? So don't be part of that game. Some people do that. Some people will take the distance to see what is going to be your reaction. And I feel that spirits are saying to you, don't be part of that game, and just let them do their journey, and just continue to be happy on your own. Then we have clear your energy field. There is somebody is smudging what's it called again? Like a palo santo or a sage. Yeah, that's it. Then there is connect with your womb. Beautiful. So the womb is all about the creative side as well, and it's not just creation in terms of making kids, it's creation in all sorts of artistic sense as well. Energy work. So it could be useful for you to do some Reiki courses, for example. And if you're interested, by the way, not that you have to come to me necessarily, but I'm a certified Reiki healer, so you could get a distant Reiki session with me if you want, just because we're talking about it. But yeah, that could be a really good idea to just clear yourself from negative thoughts. It's really a strong messages coming here. Self-love, masculine energy, and struggle. So whenever you're struggling with this creative energy, because the masculine energy is creative energy, try to remember that you're doing it for yourself, that you're doing for your self-love, that you're not doing it for anybody else. So when you start painting, for example, stop thinking about will my person like this painting, or will my viewers like these paintings. If you have a social media account, for example, just do it for yourself. And again, it seems like the focus should be on loving yourself and doing some project that actually make you feel alive. And even if you find it a struggle, like I'm taking the metaphor of painting, but it could be absolutely anything. If you will find that it could be a little struggle at first to initiate that project, but eventually you will be carried away by the love of it, and so you will forget about the struggles. It will become easier. We have adventure, live wild and free. Teach, inspire others, and let nature be your greatest teacher. So maybe there is something that you could be teaching to others. Maybe you have a hobby where you are an expertise about it, and maybe you haven't been using it in a long time, and it is about time that you start focusing on that instead of focusing too much on romance and on people that are not in touch with you because they need to do their work. Resilient, stay as strong as evergreen trees. So remember, you're strong, and you're not going to be squashed by this situation. You're not going to be defeated by this. Then we have forgiveness. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. We've just been saying squashed, and I find the word squashed and crushed very similar. So you probably feel like a little crushed flower, but it's beautiful. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. It's like that beautiful picture of roses that still give beautiful pure dewdrops even though they can be hurting. So that's your spirit. That's what you do. You still see the beauty in this person even though they're not texting you or talking to you, or even though they might even if you're hurt, you're still seeing the beauty in this person, and you are forgiving them. Or at least that's advice from spirit to tell you, please forgive yourself and forgive your person as well. Weed, don't tolerate less than you deserve. That's really important. So yes, we can be tolerating, I mean forgiving for other people for having done some bad, but that doesn't mean that we have to keep tolerating it. So that's really important. And finally, rest. Slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. Okay, so I really hope that these advices has been helping you. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I see them. And hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. Also, have a look at the wish list on Amazon if you feel generous and would like to send some cards my way. I'll be super pleased to use your suggestions. And also there is a donate button if you'd like to support this channel, and there is as well the possibility to get a private reading with me or a Reiki healing session. And for the rest, I send you huge hugs to thank you so much for being so loyal to the channel and listening up until now. I hope you're going to be okay, and can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye bye guys. Hi my beauties, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Citrine Heart in pile number 2 with Impressionist Tarot, I'm going to keep the Citrine Heart here on the side as that reference throughout the whole reading. The cards, I'm going to shuffle them in camera today actually, and because I have the oracle cards already set and ready to go, but I want to do the shuffling of the tarots at least with you. You can find the name of this tarot deck and the Amazon affiliate link in the info box below in case you want to buy for yourself. In that case, I will receive a tiny little commission from Amazon, but not from you. Indeed, the cost of the deck for you is going to be exactly the same as everywhere else. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you end up enjoying this reading. It will truly make a huge difference. And comment down below if you want to share with me the feelings regarding this reading. I'd love to get in touch with you and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. So let's see, how is your person feeling? So I actually wanted to say to you that this reading is going to be separated in 3 different chapters. So the first one, we're gonna see how is your person feeling, what's going on in their mind, why are they not in touch with you, and then the second chapter we're gonna see what is your person actually want to create with you, what are their intentions for the future, or for the near future at least. And by the way, there is a star card coming out, so let's keep it there. And then in the third chapter, we're going to see an advice for yourself to endure the situation with ease, because I know that it might be very hard, especially if you feel betrayed or neglected or left alone in the cold and abandoned. I know that it might be very, very tricky, and we can easily obsess over this lack of contact and lack of messages from our person. So I want to give you some advice about that. So let's have a look at the first question. What's going on in your person's mind and why are they not in touch with you at the moment? So yeah, we have the star there. I'm going to keep it there for a second. We have the 10 of Cups actually. That's beautiful. 3 of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. With the 6 of Wands upright. Then we're gonna get some of the oracle cards as well. I'm gonna use loads of oracle cards today for each one of these chapters. So let's see the first one. Unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Then we also have sexual energy, omens, and the last one is growth. And I'm gonna keep it up. There's a few others, but I'm gonna show it to you later. So let's start with these 10 of Cups. It's amazing that the reading is starting with the 10 of Cups, to be honest. Let me just brighten up this, because these cards are really dark from the Impressionist Tarot. 10 of Cups definitely speak about a huge amount of love for you and really high hopes about this connection ending up more serious and turning into something that is going to last a lifetime. And the same feeling I have with the star card that it just popped out before, right? So clearly this person is seeing you as their ultimate goal, as their ultimate wish. They do have feelings for you. They might feeling rejected from you for some reason. I know that maybe in your head it might sound totally crazy, as in I've never rejected them, I like them so much, how could I possibly think that? But the Queen of Wands in reverse is in the middle of the reading, so it could be. And I'm saying this also because I noticed the sexual energy card and the unrequited love from the Romance angels. It could be that maybe you have not showed, or they have not perceived from you physical advance. They did not see your physical attraction, as in, sorry guys, I really want to explain this properly because I don't want to get confused. I don't want you to get confused. So basically, they would have liked for you to show in a more clear way that you're attracted physically from them. Okay, so there is a lot of attraction from their side, but they're not sure if it is reciprocated by you. Maybe you simply have a different way to show these things. Maybe you just wait a good few weeks, a few months before being intimate with somebody. So, and possibly you're also one of those people that are not really comfortable with touch in the first few dates. You just keep it as a last resort. So maybe you're just very reserved in the first period, in the first flirtation period, and to you sounds like totally normal. And it is like if it's that's just the way, if that's the way you are and need to be respected, but you might have a different way to communicate these things between the two of you, so there could be a little misunderstanding. Indeed, with the 3 wands in reverse as well, I noticed some distance between the two of you. And the Knight of Wands as well is a lack of action. Although the 6 of Wands speak about wanting to be noticed, wanting you to notice how good looking they are, how amazing they are, how funny they are. You know, they want you to notice their good qualities. And they have not seen an action from you in that sense. Maybe they have not received a compliment from you. That could be the case. Maybe you have not complimented their certain physical attributes of them, and for them is really, really important, possibly because they have some insecurities about that. And you're still clearly getting to know each other with that card as well, and there is definitely an intention for this person to get deeper with you, to allow this connection to unfold naturally. They do want to give this relationship a chance, so they're not running away. Maybe it is a little uncomfortable phase where you guys don't really know how to communicate with each other, because they're feeling that you two have a very different way to express your appreciation for the other. Maybe you do it with gestures more than with words, or maybe you will do it way more. Once you will get intimate, your body will definitely let them know how much you are into them, but you haven't got to that phase just yet, so they're just wondering what's going on here. Are they into me or not? So clearly their worries are pretty much around the sexual vibe between the two of you. And I see that the only reason why they are stepping back at the moment, or why they are not in touch, is because they want to see things from a higher perspective. They do not want to focus on that. They do not want to judge the situation too quickly and say, oh, she or he is not into me whatsoever because she haven't touched my arm when we were at dinner together, or she did not sit next to me, or she did not give me a kiss on the cheek, or things like that. So they want to see from a higher perspective and actually notice the other beautiful times where you have been appreciative of them with maybe not with words and with other gestures. So they want to step back and take the time to rethink about how everything do you say unrolled, as in how everything happened between you two. Maybe you have seen each other just in a few dates, and so they want to replay everything in their head. So that's why they're staying slightly distant as well. Possibly they are also waiting for you to make a move, so that they will be certain that you are interested in them. And some guys might do that. And generally, don't want to make can't say that word, guys, help me. I don't want to generalize, but generally it's women kind of doing that game or not texting and waiting for them to do it, but it seems like your person is doing that to you. I don't want to take for granted that your person is a guy, but generally 90% of you guys are girls. But yeah, it seems like this person is waiting for you to make a move. Let's see the other messages from the oracle cards. We have growth. So as we said earlier, this person definitely want to see a growth between the two of you, want to see a progress, want to see some movement. What do you need to release with the waning moon? So they are being quite introspective at the moment. The answer you need are coming full moon in Gemini. They are being introspective and trying to see things from a higher perspective and trying to wait for those answers. So that's what I'm seeing. This person is in pause because he's waiting for you to give them the answer they're looking for. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So there it is. That could be a lack of confidence or the need for you to put them on the spotlight because they might be a Leo, and that would be very, very important for them to feel appreciated for you in under every aspect of their life. And if you don't do so, they might start wondering whether you actually like them or not. Okay, so it's important for them to feel like they have your attention. So that's what they're testing right now. Then we have 3 letters. One, it says, sometimes I struggle with jealousy. I know that is only because of my insecurities. There you go. But you're so lovable and surrounded by so many attractive and beautiful, interesting people that I wonder, what do you see in me? So there you go. They're just testing you with this distance and see if you're actually interested in them and not into others. And they're a bit jealous about the people around you. Then we have, there's a part of me that would like to come forward, apologize, and start all over again. But the other part of me is so scared to be rejected and badly kicked out of your life, as I probably deserve. So who knows, maybe you guys had a little argument because of these different ways of understanding each other, different ways to communicate each other, and maybe they have said something that upset you and they're scared to come back and apologize just in case you will be kicking them out for good. So if that happened as well, if really you guys had a little conflict or a little misunderstanding, again, they're waiting for you to send a message so that they don't risk to be rejected by you, because that means that would be too painful for them. And then it flatters me, the idea that you might be interested in me, but I'm scared that once you get to know me better, you might get very disappointed. I don't feel worthy of you. So again, a lot of insecurities. And yeah, they probably, yes, you have shown interest in the past about this person, but they're wondering maybe now that you're getting more comfortable with each other and possibly you had a little argument, they're wondering if you're going to be entirely disappointed about them once you actually get to know the real them. So that could be another reason why they are stepping back, because they're scared. They're scared to show the real you to you. So now let's get the tarot cards again and see what is their intention for the near future, to see if there's any card that could possibly tell us if they have an intention to get in touch with you again. Oh wow, Three of Pentacles. It's all about partnership and definitely working things out and finding the harmony between the two of you and the communication. Queen of Cups in reverse. So they're not going to open up their heart fully again because of those insecurities and because they want to see the interest coming from you. Emperor, they're not going to take things fully under control here. They do not want to make the first move. They do not want to be the male of the situation. They don't want to, yeah, they don't want to plan every single thing. They don't want to plan the date, the future date. They don't want to be the one offering you to do something together or taking the initiative. They definitely want to see that there is an equal interest, that it is a partnership. So you both are working in this team together. It's not just them. And then we have Queen of Swords in reverse, so 2 queens in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse again. Ooh, I see that they do not have the intention to make a move here with this Knight of Pentacles, or at least if they will do it, it's going to be very slow movement. Queen of Swords in reverse as well. They do not want to be the first one communicating with you. That sounds pretty clear here. It came out before, and this is another confirm. But it's beautiful that we have the Three of Pentacles, because it means that the window is open. If you do get in touch with them, they will be collaborative. They just don't want to be the first one. So that's about their intentions, and I'm gonna get some oracle cards for these as well. I already have a little pile here. So let's see what they are intended to do. Speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. So I feel that they're really trying to work on their manifestation power, and maybe as well to write down what is it that they want to create with you so that it will manifest quicker. But also I feel that once you open that window, they're going to be super communicative with you, and they're going to tell you what is it that they want to create, what type of world they want to create with you. Keep your heart open. So I see the window. I told you the window there is open. Their heart is not closed. They're just looking for the confirm from you. Trust the universe. So basically they're saying to themselves, if this is meant to be, it will be. It will happen. I don't have to make it happen. I don't have to be under control. Yeah. From the Romance Angel cards, you have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualization help bring you together. What did I say there about speak your world into being? That they are trying to manifest this with their thoughts. So basically, they're going to send loads of messages to the universe. Maybe they're even going to make a spelling and begging the universe to tell you to send them a text. Okay, so even this reading, it could be that they are manifesting it so that you will receive it and therefore make an action towards them. So they're begging you to get in touch with them, but of course they don't want to do it straightforwardly. They don't want to do it directly. They are begging universe to be a mediator between them and between you and them. That's so funny. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, that's interesting. And forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So there is something from the past that they want to free themselves, something they definitely got hurt in the past, and that's why they might be slightly guarded, and that's why they have this fear to be rejected again. And so their intention is to free themselves from that fears, because they know that it is creating some obstacle between the two of you. Then we have surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So I feel that they're waiting for you to surprise them. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. Flow. So they really want to have trust in the universe and go with the flow. They don't want to make impulsive decision. But if it is you, as I said, communicating with them, they will be absolutely open. Renew. Nature continuously renew itself year after year. So they're looking for renewal. So they do want a new beginning. They do want things to be different. Potential. The littlest key can open the heaviest door. And then present, journeying to the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. So their intention is to be very focused on the present and to go with the flow, to trust the universe. If you guys are meant to be in union, and if you're meant to give each other a new chance, you will. And they're basically waiting for universe to surprise them. That's what I'm seeing. They know that there is a potential between the two of you, but they do not want to force it. That's what I'm seeing. Now, all we have left is some advices for you to handle this situation. What you should focus on, what should you focus on in this situation? Because I know that sometimes it can be very hard to deal with this no contact situationship. So let me get a few tarot first, and then we're going to look at your oracle cards. Strength. So spirits are asking you to be strong and resilient, to not give up, to rest as well, to not overthink, to rest your mind, because you might be giving too many hours to this situation. You might be wasting way too much time wondering and worrying, and having as well lots of negative thinking, and feeling that you're not worthy of love, feeling that this is just as expected, things are going the wrong way because this is how it always work, and happiness just happened to other people. So there is a very obsessive type of mind and negative thinking here, of somebody that knows what they want but they're not doing anything to reach it. So you do have a chance. You can get in touch with them if you want, instead of just waiting for them. So that would be the advice from spirits here, or at least not to overthink, especially if those thoughts are really negative. Nine of Swords. They are telling you to try and heal your insomnia. Again, they're telling you to try and do something about your fears, your insecurities, your paranoias, your insomnia. As I said, there is a really overly active mind that does not allow you to go to bed, to have a peaceful sleep. So they're telling you to do something about that. Ace of Swords. This is a message of clarity, of new beginning, of messages as well. And so spirits are saying to you here that it would be a good idea to start a fresh conversation with this person, and or send a message or be clear with them about your intentions. And then we have Page of Pentacles. So the page, again, always talk about offers. Page of Pentacles is somebody that is going to give an offer to somebody else, even if it's a tiny one, even if it is a tiny small gesture and nothing too crazy. It is going to be appreciated. That's what they're suggesting you here. It doesn't mean that you have to promise them to that you're going to marry them, that you're going to share your life together. Even just simple texts in, would you like to go to a movie with me? Or do you want to grab a coffee with me? Something really, really simple, or even asking them how they're doing at the moment. But just to show that you have an interest in getting to know each other, that would be enough. And of course, don't do anything that I'm telling you just because I'm telling you. You need to do whatever your intuition is guiding you to do. So always be in touch with that. So let's grab some of the oracle cards as well now. We have Move. I can't believe you got Move. Again, is another sign that you should probably take a move. A rolling stone. What does it say? Rolling stone gathers no moss. That's beautiful. There, Oh my goodness, take a risk and fly. I don't know how many more messages you need to understand. That is up to you. And another card that talks about surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole. And then, let me put it straight, then see what else we have. Woods. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. So that could be as well a suggestion regarding the energy that you could have during that text. Okay, so don't show them that you're being really nervous and worried. Just be really confident and calm and just act nonchalantly. Friends. The most unlikely friendship can form like variegated lichens or on hard rock. They create a tight bond. So it could be telling you to spend some more time with your friends so that you actually start seeing the situation from a more light-hearted perspective rather than keep overthinking and obsessing about it. Friends are absolutely great at making you have a laugh over the most dramatic situation. Then opportunities. Unfurl like a fern even without warm sunlight. That's beautiful. So even if the sunlight is not there, you should still unfurl. So I feel that they're saying to you, you create your own opportunities. Then we have inner journey, psychic development. So that could be as well doing an inner journey with tarot cards, for example. You might want to learn for yourself, or you might get an oracle deck for yourself and every morning draw a card for you, or writing on your journal how you're feeling that day, letting go. So what is it that is blocking you from getting in touch with this person, or what is it that is making you feel insecure about it, or what is it that is making you feel so negative about the situation? You just write it down and then burn the paper. Let go of those uncertainties because they're not serving you, and actually see that the best results you're gonna see them by being confident with yourself and sending these messages and show your person what are your true intentions. Then we also have read, make a vision board, and positive affirmation. That's great because we've been seeing that you were focusing way too much possibly on negative thinking. So it would be great to write a journal about all the beautiful things about yourself or about your day, being really grateful about what you've been attracted up until now, and also writing, creating a vision board to be more connected with what is it that you want to manifest in the future. It really helps using words and pictures and connecting them all together into a beautiful collage so that it reminds you every day, oh, where is it that you're going, because sometimes we lost track of it. And then read as well. So that's another way to get into your inner journey and into your spiritual journey. So you could be reading a lot of self-help books or spiritual books, or even just read any romance just to distract your mind and not being so overly focused on this situation. Okay, so that's everything I have for today. Don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe if it would truly make a huge difference, and comment as well down below with your feedback. I'd love to be in touch with you, and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. And hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new reading. Also, don't hesitate to contact me if you would like to receive a private reading or a Reiki healing session. Distant, of course. You can find the prices and instructions in the info box below. And also there is a possibility to send a donation if you like, or to check my Amazon wishlist if you want to send a deck my way. And also get in touch in the channel. There's always some posts to ask your opinion about next video's topic, so let's get in touch there as well. Big hugs to you. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye, guys. Hello my beauties, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Amethyst in pile number 3 with the Spirit Song Tarot deck, I'm gonna keep this crystal on a side as a reference throughout the whole reading, and I'm going to shuffle the cards in camera for today because the oracle cards, and we're gonna use loads of them, has already been shuffled and set for this reading, so at least I wanted to do the shuffling with the tarot. So today is going to be very interesting because the reading is going to be divided in 3 chapters. The first question we're going to ask is, what is going on in your person's mind? Why are they not in touch with you at the moment? What are they feeling right now? The second chapter is about what is their intention for their near future, so that we can find out possibly if they have the intention to get back in touch with you. And then finally we have some cards dedicated for your self-care, so that you receive some advices in order to deal with this situation, because I know that it can be very tough, especially if you feel neglected, abandoned, if you are obsessing about the situation. It is not easy to feel ignored. It can be a torture, so I want you to receive some advices to deal with that. So let's start with the first chapter. What's going on with your person right now? So we have Knight of Acorns in reverse, the Traveler in reverse, 2 shells in reverse, and the 5 of shells upright. Okay, then we're going to get some of the oracle cards as well. We have engagement, then soulmate, and separation. Plus we have what do you need to release, and surrender to the divine. I have more, but we're gonna add them at the end. We're gonna start with these. So what's going on with your person? Why are they not in touch with you? Why there is no communication? Knight of Acorns is clearly saying that they're having a blockages regarding what should it be their next move. It could be as well that they are lacking the drive, they're lacking the motivation, they're lacking of the possibly physical attraction, but I wouldn't take that for granted. It has to be something that you've experienced as well, that you have noticed. So if it is a concept that is totally new, then just bypass it. But if it is confirming your ideas, then take it as a resonant. So this person could as well feeling physically very tired or sick and not having the energy. Traveler as well, it's a false beginning. It's somebody that is not feeling like taking a leap of faith, that is not feeling ready for the next chapter of your life. If you guys are a soulmate who has just engaged, this makes sense. Okay, this person might just going through the fears of the commitment and wondering if they're going to be good for this role, if they're going to be able to maintain this loyalty, if they're going to be at the height of your expectations. Just wondering if it's too bright. And there is a few doubts here. The 2 of shells as well. It could be that there is some distance, some emotional distance between the two of you, as in maybe lately you've been working too much on the details of this engagement. Maybe you've been already organizing your wedding parties and you are focusing way too much time on their organization rather than on the spiritual, emotional aspect of this special union. So maybe that is the reason why they're not in touch with you at the moment. They're just frozen. They're just wondering, is it going to be like that forever, because if I'm engaging with this person, I want to feel that we are truly intimate, that intimacy works well, that we have the same goals, that we do chase the same adventures, that we are able to express our emotions openly and freely. And so there is something that they are focusing on the past with these Five of Shells. They could be scared to regret this choice. They want to make sure that they want to make sure that they're taking the right choice here. They don't want to look back in the past and being like, oh, if how different would my life be if I taken the other path. So they don't want to feel that way. They don't want to look back in the past. They don't want to regret anything. But in order to feel like that in the future, right now, they need to be true to themselves, and they need to be very in touch with their intuition. And so it's like they are analyzing this connection in order to be sure whether they're taking the right decision or not. They're being very analytical. What do you need to release and surrender to the divine? So they know that is not aligned with their path. This analytical mind is not really serving the connection. So I feel that they know that they need to release that, and they're trying to understand what is it that should I release in order to be happy here. Separation, it could be that temporarily you guys are separated just by distance. Maybe you are in two different countries at the moment, possibly for work or for whoever other reasons, and that's why they feel the distance with the two shells in reverse. There is also the traveler card, so it could be that one of you have gone to a trip and the other person couldn't join them. Okay, with lack of action here as well, or maybe because they were feeling sick or they weren't having enough energies. It could even be that this is your honeymoon and one of you wasn't able to go, but it still has pushed the other to go and have the adventure. And so they are, yeah, they are feeling, they're regretting having gone out the night and feeling cold and catching a cold, or not being taking care of themselves properly so that they got sick. It is a scenario, but it doesn't have to resonate with all of you. And this separation could be either physical or emotional. So your person might feel that there is an emotional distance between the two of you, even though you just got engaged, and they know that you're their soulmate. And they know that they should surrender to this divine, but there is something that they're not able to release. Okay, with these two cards, there's something that is holding them back to the past, and possibly is that idea of freedom. With this traveler in reverse as well, I have the feeling that your person is scared to lose their freedom. The Knight of Acorns can be quite a cheeky figure as well, to be honest. Somebody that likes to go in and out of somebody's energy, especially if it's in reverse. Somebody that like to have fun, that like the pleasures of life, if you know what I mean. So it could be that they're just suddenly freezing in front of this idea that they're never going to experience that type of fun again, or that type of freedom. So they're wondering, they're focusing on what they are losing in front of what they're gaining, which their higher self is telling them, surrender to this, because this is part of your divine path. This is good to you. Just release all of those attachment to the previous life. You had your time. You have been a teenager. You have been a 20-year-old. You had that type of fun. Now you can go into a more committed type of life. So that's what's going on. I feel that they're just a little shocked about these huge changes in their life. Now let's have a look at their intention. So what is it that they are going to do next, what is it that they're intended to do with you, so that we can find out whether there is any intention from their side to get in touch with you and send you a text or fix this distance. So we have 3 of Acorns, 8 of Crystals, that's good, and the Chariot in reverse. Also we have Page of Shells, that's beautiful. So the pages are always messenger, even better if it's a Page of Shells, because it is a messenger of love. So definitely your person will want to make a romantic gesture towards you, and with these 8 of Crystals, your person want to work things out with you. Okay, just have this feeling that now it's too dark. Oh, hopefully that's okay. So yes, this person definitely want to put work into this new life with you and want to be absolutely committed to you. It doesn't matter if their goal is going to take months or even years, that they want to put this daily effort and maintain this routine with you, being fully, entirely dedicated to this connection. And the 3 also is the number of collaboration and partnership, and 3 of Acorns, it's all projected towards the future, towards the things that you guys can do. So they want to get back into that modality of looking at the future together and see what is it you could manifest and see what is the next project. The Chariot though, in reverse, it means that this person wants to take things slowly. And I see this slowness as well with the 8 of Crystals, because the crystals represent the pentacles, which represent the earth signs, and the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorns, are particularly famous to be grounded and slow and yes, committed and dedicated and determined, like the Chariot is determined, but they want to take things very slowly. So then let's see what else I'm seeing here between these cards. Definitely is positive. I don't think I need any more tarot cards, but I'm gonna get your oracle cards, these ones. So these ones, I draw them for your person's intentions. So there is, oh look at this, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Perfect, that's just amazing. It really is the same energy of the 8 of Crystals there. Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, and that's the same message that they got from surrender to the divine. They know that they need to stop overthinking or stop controlling this, so stop letting their mind controlling them as well. And then worth waiting for, divine timing again is at work in your love life. So it really could resonate for those of you who are on a physical distance at the moment. If you guys are into different counties or countries even, so it makes sense as well, the 3 of Wands, because it could be talking about distance and about waiting for the right ship to come, waiting for the other partner. So yes, things might be working slowly. You might not go into that boat right away, but at least you can get in touch daily here with these Page of Shells and the 8 of Crystals. So their intention is to be in touch with you daily. If you are on a distant connection at the moment, believe in the impossible. So that again would resonate for those of you who are on a distant relationship. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So there's another Taurus energy that really makes sense with all of this earth energy that we noticed. And then a time for healing, balsamic moon. So they still want to find some time for themselves to heal, to heal their past as well, because I saw that there is a lot of things that need to be released from their past. But also they want to be completely projected towards the future, make some concrete plan with you and follow your dreams. Even though they might look impossible to other people, they still want to believe in them. Take a breather. So you see, a time for healing and take a breather. It gives me the impression that your person will take some time before getting in touch with you. They need to spend some time on their own and heal themselves and realign themselves and realize that, make peace with this new chapter of their life and realize that whatever happened in the past and need to stay in the past, and that this is a new version of themselves. See the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, so they're trying to be wiser about this and lighten up, and they're trying to be more positive and optimistic as well. So it could be that this person has taken some time apart from you or not getting in touch with you as often as before, because they started having some doubts regarding this connection, as we saw before, especially if you're in a distant relationship and not necessarily only. And yeah, they start feeling that attachment to what they used to be and this fear on what they're going to be now. So they're taking some time to adjust to this change. That's what I'm seeing. But definitely they have the intention to be dedicated to you and committed. Look, slow but steady. That's the exact energy of the Pentacles and Taurus energy. Slow but steady, amazing. Duality and honoring your energy. So they definitely see that there is some differences between the two of you, but they want to honor this difference. Okay, so that's absolutely beautiful, because it means that there's going to be respect between the two of you. There's going to be understanding, listening, clear communication, and you're going to honor each other's energy even if they are different, and you're going to be able to complement each other. So let's see now some tarot cards for yourself, some self-care tips as well after those, to see how can you deal with this situation better. What should you focus yourself on in order to not suffer too much from this situationship or from this lack of contact. A 7 of Feathers, okay. King of Acorns and the Empress. So spirits are saying to you now not to be overly impulsive, not to react straight away, not to get snappy, and not to run away from this connection either, and to just stand there where you are on your throne, on your, with all your beautiful aura of all of your beautiful confidence, and just trust that the seeds that you planted are going to bloom. Okay, so you just have to stand there with that confidence and then shine with all of your beauty. Don't let all of these fears turning you into a different person, into what you're not. Okay, so just sit in your confidence. That's a message from Spirit. Shaman in reverse. I feel that there's a Queen of Feathers. They're saying not to be impulsive again, not to be too harsh, to be careful with what words you're using, because they are going to manifest into reality. And also, Shaman in reverse talks about unions, and I feel that this card is saying do not doubt this union, because it is a marriage card as well. So I feel that they're saying do not doubt your marriage, do not challenge it. as in trust. Also, there is divine wisdom and spiritual power. So don't kick away as well the signs that you're getting from universe. Just really embrace them. And then we have Five of Crystals, which is the card of feeling lost and left out in the cold and abandoned. So again, it's like spirits are understanding how you're feeling right now, but they're saying, please don't show those feelings. Show that you are untouched by this distance. Show that you don't care, that you keep doing your things, that everything is still fine. You haven't. Show as if you're not touched by this whatsoever, and don't react, because that would have the worst reaction from your other person, especially if they're going through this doubts themselves as well, or this huge shocking change. So they're saying not to run away, not to be impulsive, not to be harsh, and to keep trusting messages from universe. I'm gonna get some oracle cards for you and see what self-care tips you need to hear. There is dance, so let the energy flow from you. Be the gorgeous you and show the world the gorgeous you are. Intuition, so yes, get in touch with your intuition. Listen to those signs from universe. Create art. So they're saying to draw the focus somewhere else, basically, not to overthink the situation. Changes, so embrace these changes in your person and in you. Healing energy. They could be talking as well of embracing some healing practices like Reiki, for example. And by the way, if you're interested, you can get a Reiki healing session with me. You can find the infos in the info box below. There is that, which is embracing that the old chapter is being closed and being accepted to the new one, embracing the changes, embracing the huge transformation that is running through you and your person as well. You keep growing together, you keep evolving. So if you did commit to each other, then you need to commit to these changes as well. Of course, you can also say we turn into two different people and there is no more harmony, we cannot understand each other anymore. But if I'm not wrong, we saw the duality card before, which talks about embracing and honoring each other's different energies and finding the harmony between those differences. So I think that there is hope for this connection still. If you embrace those changes, they can bring you to something good. There is generosity, sow seeds of kindness, and we've been speaking about seeds before. Beauty, dare to be tender and strongly vulnerable. Then we have serenity, value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. So spirits are saying to you to just don't be worried, don't be touched by these, keep being serene, do your art, do some energy healing, and just embrace whatever's happening around you and learn to grow wherever you are planted. So it is worth taking the risk, especially if you are in a distant relationship. As I said, I feel the spirits are saying it's everything, it's okay. You can take this risk, you're going to be fine. Ideal hours, take some time out to lie on the emerald grass and hope. An idea like a single acorn can start a wondrous forest. We've been saying that there is hope about this situation, so this is the another confirm of that. I think that's everything I have here. So guys, I really wish you the best for this connection. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly make a difference, especially if you've been enjoying this reading. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below, and I'll answer to each one of you as soon as I can, as soon as I see them. Also, don't hesitate to contact me if you would like to receive a private reading or a Reiki healing session, and use the donate button if you feel generous, or have a look at the Amazon wishlist if you'd like to send a tarot deck my way. But you're not obliged to do any of that whatsoever. Even just your presence is making me incredibly happy and is making really a huge difference. You guys are allowing me to transform my dreams into reality, so that's already a huge gift. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're going to be okay, and I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye, guys.